stampers, my name is Sandy Hancock and welcome to Utterly Awesome Stamping. I have just started using this Chevron punch. It's not new, but it's new to me. So I wanted to show you the card that I designed last week. This, by the way, is going to be one of my trades for the convention, and I've done it in a lot of different colors. Anything that has polka dots is really cute with this idea. So let me show you how we're going to do it. So first off, we're just going to start with 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock folded, and then the next layer is going to be 5.25 by 4. This will be any color of polka dot paper that you want. I like to make sure I use the matte because nothing will stick to it. None of the adhesives will stick to it, and that keeps your mat looking really nice. Okay, it's nice to get it right where you want it before you press it down. And let me just take a pause here to show you this fast fusion. This is the new adhesive that we have. It isn't as strong as sticky strip. Sticky strip is great for boxes and things that really need a lot of hold. This is not as strong as sticky strip, but it's stronger than snail. I like snail better for designer papers, so this is great for cardstock, I think. And there is one little trick to using it. When you pull it, you can't pick it up like this or it goes goopy like what you see. What you need to do is pull it and then do a check mark, and then it comes right off. Okay, so now we're going to use the Chevron punch. This cardstock is not the size that you think it's going to be. You think I'm going to say it's going to be 1/4 inch less, 5 by 3 3/4, but really it's going to be 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, and then it'll get cut down after I punch. And the reason I'm going to punch first is because if I cut it correctly first, the punches end up being too low on the cardstock. So let me show you how this works. Okay, so what you're going to do is just put the cardstock in so that it lines up evenly with the bottom of the punch. And then you pull it out so that the second arrow is covering. See the arrows on the punch? It's going to cover the second arrow. The arrow is going to cover punch, and you get this perfect spacing. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. Wait. Am I doing it right? Yeah, we're going to flip it over. Do the same thing. So we're going to line it up. Pull it out so the second arrow is covering the arrow printed on the bottom of the punch. And there we go. Okay, now when I pick up this designer paper, now this one is not cut down, but you can see that the spacing, well, let me show you the one that's cut down. The spacing on this is perfect. And what I did is just cut off the extra 1/4 inch off of the top after both sides were punched. You can try it cutting it correctly, but you're going to find that the placement is not correct. So it's just easier if you'll follow this idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some fast fuse on here. Not that we really have to use fast fuse for this. You could use snail, but I do like this. It's very sticky. Alright, so here we go, placing this. Okay, looking good. Believe it or not, we're almost done. Okay, so now I've punched out one blossom black punch. I've punched out one pansy punch, and this has the decorative dots on it, embossing folder. And then this is the little flower from Boho Blossoms. So let's just go ahead and put a little bit of fast fuse on there. Hopefully get the flower in the center. That looks pretty good. Okay. I'm a little bit fussy about having flowers centered nicely. Hopefully, it looks pretty good. Okay, now I'm just going to take a dimensional, put a dimensional on the back, and then we're going to hope to get this thing centered. Oh, I can see that flower is not quite in the center. I'll have to go back and change it. Alright, then I punched out just some plain black chevrons. One is going to go up at the top like this, and then I'll do the other one. Oops, didn't do my check mark. That's why you need to do the check mark. We'll add the other one at the bottom. Then we're going to get a pearl, add to the center. Then on my own, after we're finished here, I'll go back and get that center flower a little bit more centered. But anyway, let me show you some of the other colors that I've made. Okay, this one is, I think this one is the Daffodil Delight. And then we've got Rich Razzleberry. And we've got Bermuda Bay. And this one is Island Indigo, Melon Mambo, and Cherry Cobbler. So as you can see, it's a very versatile card. It's a lot of fun to make. Check my blog, sandystamper.com, for any details, numbers of the supplies, etc. Thanks for stopping by.